Today, we are testing a $30 vintage reel versus a $1,200 Shimano Stella. Let's see what all this hype is about. So right now what we're doing, so every time before we go fishing the surf, we watch the waves first. And we do this because the waves will tell us the structure beneath it. Basically, we're looking for pockets. When you see these white caps, I'm going to show you right now. When you see these white caps on the beach, that is where a sandbar is, meaning that's where sand is coming up, right? And then you see the white caps stop all of a sudden, right? That's where the deep water is. And then maybe you'll see it start back up again. The white caps, that's where the sandbar is. A lot of times, fish are swimming through these troughs here. A lot of people refer to these troughs as fish highways because fish will hide in these troughs waiting for bait fish to be pushed over those sandbars. And when it does, they attack. So today we're not going to do too much fishing. This is more of a gear talk. We've got a lot of requests from our subscribers asking us to talk about the gear that we like to use. And I think that's a really important question to be asking. You could end up spending way too much money on something that you don't even like. So I'm going to tell you guys about our opinions, and remember that they're just opinions. They're opinions based on our experience. So the reel I chose to use is the Rumor Pacific, and the Rumor Pacific is from 50s to 70s, that kind of era. So pretty old, not super old, but it's pretty old. Just looking at the design of it, it's got a half bail, which is pretty strange to me. The half bail, I'm not quite sure what the point of the half bail is other than to look cool. I also have a bailless one without a bail at all. I also chose this reel because it was really cheap online. I think I got it for 15 to 20 bucks on eBay. I think that's a really good alternative for beginners and for people who don't want to spend hundreds of dollars on really nice expensive reels. I think this is a good alternative. So when you're just starting out fishing, you don't need the most expensive gear right off the bat. I say get something vintage for cheap, try it out, see if you even like the sport of fishing. Because you don't want to spend hundreds of dollars and, you know, not even like it. That's happened to me so many times with so many different hobbies. I ended up spending way too much. So my recommendation to you is if you're a beginner, try out a vintage reel. This bad boy right here will run you, how much is it, Dad?
$100?
How much?
1,000 to 1,200?
$1,000 to $1,200. Let's dig through this man's brain and ask him why he spent $1,000 some on a reel. Dad, why did you spend that much money? And did Mom know that you bought two of them? You three? First question, does Mom know?
Yeah, she let me buy.
Second question, how long did it take for you to convince her?
You nag long enough, you'll get it.
Third question, why do you choose to spend so much money on a reel?
Well, there's a logic behind it. Expensive reel, then he won't touch it. You know he's gonna mess it up. The second, it's very smooth and very powerful. And you know, if you get into the age and to the level where you think you're comfortable with some, you know, high gear, then that's, you know, when you want to pick them up, you know. So like now is a good time for me. Yeah, I mean, they cast it out very nicely and give you no problem.
This thing looks like it's gonna give me a problem right here.
You know, go figure. You know, so yeah. So when you're ready to get it, you know, just think it very hard. Is that worth it for you?
That's good advice. Would you recommend it to a beginner?
Oh, no.
No, not a beginner reel.
No.
Not a beginner reel.
Not a beginner reel.
Not a beginner reel. Okay, yeah. It's like a luxury. It's like a luxury reel, like a Bentley.
Yeah, it's just like a Mercedes and a Chevy, you know. So, and
Go figure.
You gotta clean them. You gotta maintenance all the time. You got every time you finish using, you got to wash it and dry them up and put them away. You know, and like all those regular wheels, you just say, I'll put it away. I wash it when I have a chance, which you never will do.
So basically, what I do before I come to the beach is I tie all my rigs, probably 5 for each size fish that I'm targeting, and I bring them with me in little bags. So 1, I don't have to go to the bait store and buy more. 2, I don't have to spend time tying it while I'm at the beach. And 3, when you tie them yourself, you can have whatever weight you want, whatever size hooks you want, and you can do it custom. So I've got medium fish rigs, which I only have 1 left. With the adventure kit that we've created, you can tie all these rigs by yourself and bring it to the beach yourself. So I'm still trying to figure out how to cast this thing. So usually this is what I would do, but now I'm stuck here because if I cast, now this is gonna get stuck here. Maybe if okay, I'm gonna bring it around this way. There. And look how strange it is. Look, this is how the bail opens. Ready for this? You don't need to cast as far as you can. Because what you're aiming for is to hit a trough or a cut or some sort of deeper structure where fish will travel through.
So you've seen us in previous videos talk about how important it is to cut up your line after you use it and also to dispose of it properly. That's why, right? I mean, I can see that there has already been just like so much stuff tangled up in this, and I don't know if it's killed anything, but I'm going to pick it up, I'm gonna put it away, and I know that it won't do any more harm.
What did it take? Whiting on a sand flea. All right, circle hook did its job. It didn't swallow it. It got hooked right on the lip. And this is a little too small for, you know, we're trying to find a fish that we can all eat for dinner tonight. 1 fish preferably. So we're gonna let this go.
Pompano.
What did he bite on?
Huh?
What did he bite on? Huh?
That's a shrimp bait.
The reason I like this reel is 1, because it's cheap, 2, because it's very durable, and 3, it looks very unique. It feels like you're fishing with something really, really different. And it's kind of like a new game. It's like a new toy for me. As for the Stella, I feel like that's just so overpriced. $1,200 for a reel. I can't believe it's gonna be that good. What do you gotta say about your reel?
It's a well-oiled machine.
It's a well-oiled machine, okay?
And you cast it out, brother, you got a 4 or 5 ounces of sinker. You crank it so fast and the sinker actually float, so you won't be on the bottom.
Because mine keeps dragging on the bottom right now.
That's a difference.
So it's a very fast reel?
Yeah, it's called, you know, the gear much faster and it much powerful and very smooth. You pay for what you get, you know. You gotta pay to play. So, yeah, it's one of those things.
So, I've never even tried his reel because it's just too expensive. And one time, remember that time in Mexico, Dad? We were in Cabo San Lucas, and I was using his $500 outfit, G. Loomis rod, and Shimano Stratic reel, and I had the sand spike in the ground. I put it down, turn around, messing around. I'm like 12, 13 at the time. How old was I?
About that time, yeah.
12, 13, not paying attention, left in the sand spike. It was incoming tide.
No.
It was incoming tide.
No.
The water starts coming closer and closer to the sand spike. Next thing you know, I look back, I'm like, hey, where'd you put my reel, Dad? Where'd you put my rod? He was like,
No, you were fixing one wheels and rod already, but you insist you want to have another one. You want to be, you know, Mr. Big Shot, multiple rod. So anyway, you walked out when you turn around. I said, hey, what happened to the other wheel and rod? It's under the ocean.
No.
He didn't even yell at me. That was the worst part. He didn't even yell at me. He just had that look of disappointment in his eyes, and I could see it. He didn't need to yell at me. I just needed to look into his eyes.
That was punishment enough.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Dad.
That's okay.
But yeah, that's why I don't use his reels anymore, because I lost it that one time. Another time I dropped his reels, got it banged up.
You don't have very good history with these things, do you?
No. But I'm better now. I'm better now. I'm a different person. I am a more refined person. I am smarter. I am faster. I am stronger. I am more responsible.
But it's not Stella.
Oh, whoa, whoa, I got a fish.
What?
I had a fish on here. Oh my God.
Wow.
What the smallest pompano in the world.
Wow.
Nice.
Very cute.
Let me take this time to explain to you guys that fish this small should be released. If you're not going to eat it, really think about how it affects the environment when you take undersized fish. My motto is let it go, let it grow. Maybe one day I come back here and I catch this and it's much bigger. The regulations here are here for a reason. Some of you may think they're dumb, but they protect these fish right here. I gotta let this go, hold on.
Oh my.
Some kind of drunk? No. Oh my God, oh, look at that one.
Whoa.
Oh, that's Stella.
And when you try it?
You're gonna let me try your Stella?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Well, you trust me now?
Well, you can wash your hands.
Do I need to sign any papers?
Wash your hand.
Wash my hands, that's the only condition. All right, I'll give it a try.
Yeah. Pick them up and put new baits in there.
So I want to ask anyone who owns a Stella to comment below and tell me how you justify spending $1,200 on a fishing reel. Let me know your opinions. Comment below.
What's that face?
I like this rod.
What's the rod?
G Loomis 10'6" heavy fast action surf series rod. This is an old one, but this is a really nice feeling rod. And it casts it really nice. So now I'm not gonna even wait for fish. I'm just gonna actually just reel it in and see how that feels. What the?
What?
It's so smooth. It's like no effort to reel this in. Look, 2 fingers. I got a 4-ounce sinker on there. It's not dragging on the bottom with the sand. Wow. I want to try plugging with this. Wow.
So you definitely think you could plug with this?
Wow. Hold on. Oh. That was really smooth. It's like cutting through butter with a hot knife. That's my best explanation. I mean, I guess it's like the Bentley. It's like a Bentley of the fishing world. I'm gonna try it one more time. Really just whips it out. This is made of carbon fiber, right? carbon fiber rod versus mine. Mine is a fiberglass rod. And the main difference is the fiberglass rod is a lot softer, meaning it'll bend a lot easier. Look at that, easy to bend, floppy. This is good for when you're bait fishing and a fish takes your line, it doesn't immediately feel that tension. It'll put it into the pressure of the rod. It'll put it into the rod. So basically, using a fiberglass rod works well so that the fish don't get startled as soon as they hit the rod. I mean, dang.
Did it ruin it?
You ruined the magic for me, Dad. I loved this. Now I love that. I couldn't handle it. I don't want a Stella, okay? Because if I took over his Stella, he's gonna watch me so carefully every time I go fishing that I don't even want to fish anymore. So I'm gonna stick with this for now. Easy. It can get beaten up. It can get beaten up. I don't care. I'm just not at that level where, you know, that level of luxury. I'm not making nearly enough money. I can't just drop $1,200 on something like that. I gotta save that for a house. I want a new truck that I can drive on the beach. You know, there's a lot of things that I want. Can't have it yet. There's time and place for everything, and right now is not my time for the Stella. But let me know your opinion. What do you think? What? All right, talk about the environment. Talk about some things that people can do to lessen their footprint while they're fishing.
Yeah, so I talked to you guys earlier about just picking up plastic whenever you see it. That's, I think, one of the biggest things. As I've just been watching Brennan, I've just kind of been picking up a bunch of plastic, and I can show you guys a shot of all of the plastic stuff that I picked up just in these few hours on the beach. So all of this stuff, these little pieces here, right? They might not look like a lot, but fish eat these. And then we eat the fish. And so we're really just eating plastic, right? This, something can easily get caught in this. A turtle, right? I found all this line.
Just in our little area.
Just in this little area in these couple hours that we were here fishing. Maybe this isn't a problem that we can solve, but it's at least something that we can help out with just by doing little acts like this, just picking up stuff that you see. Anything that looks like it doesn't belong, right? Anything unnatural looking in the sand is stuff that immediately catches my eye and stuff that I pick up. Also, when you get this kit or this PDF, a portion of your purchase is going to go to the Ocean Conservancy. This is a nonprofit that we've started working with. They are very interested in sustainable fishing, also picking up plastic.
But if you're interested in donating to this organization, they do a great amount of work to help fishermen and help the fisheries and help maintain this awesome world of fishing. If you want to donate to them, there's a link for that as well. A portion of your purchase will go to the Ocean Conservancy. Thank you guys.